You know what time it is?
Yes, I do.
Boom shakalaka, Chaveeah.
Okay.
Duh! Okay,
Sorry.
a little bit disconnect here today.
Yes, there
Do
is.
you know what time it is?
Boom
shakalaka.
Anyway, here we are, y'all.
Hi. Hello. Are we on, Chaveeah? Go ahead
Yes,
and
we
look it up.
are. Let me see.
So we're trying to get our communication straight today. Welcome to Ms. Rocky and Chaveeah. Mashiba.
That's right.
Chaveeah Live.
Because you know there's always something good happening on the north end and
everywhere
else in the Cedar Valley. Even though sometimes it's kind of, we're going through what we're going through, but it's still all good.
We are going through it 6 feet apart. No more hugs, no more handshakes. It's a new world, y'all. But we here anyway and doing the boom shakalaka. We want you to boom shakalaka as well.
Yes.
Yes, and if you're joining us, Chaveeah, we're glad to know that you're watching, but we don't need to know who's watching. But if there are comments, we want to know those.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
We want you to chime in today. We got some great stuff. News flash, birthday people.
Yes. Make sure that you hang around for your birthday shout out. Everybody that's watching, be sure to hang around for our guests. We're going to have a virtual chat with Brandon Ross.
That's right. Brandon Ross, he is a phys ed coach, sports coach at Hoover Middle School.
Okay. Awesome.
And he has some words of wisdom he's going to share with us. And we have some recent announcements we want to make. First of all, Chaveeah.
Yes, absolutely.
We've got the Love is Power, hashtag Love is Power for things that you can do at home. It's for the youth art team. So use hashtag Love is Power, Go Youth Art Team. And also we want you to visit our wall and see all the information on how you and your children can get involved in those activities. And also, what else, Chaveeah?
Well,
Earth's Beauty Supply.
Oh,
Girl,
that's right.
Diamond Nicole said, "Oh Lord, Earth is closed."
Yes.
But yeah, they are going to make deliveries, so we want you to know all about that.
That's right. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Right.
They're going to be offering free delivery. If you want to check that out, the number to call is 319-291-6464.
Right, and wigs are excluded. They made that. Made sure they included that because they don't want people trying on wigs and saying, "I don't like this."
Yeah, I changed my mind. Yeah,
changed my mind.
Doesn't work like that.
Right. Also, I want you to repeat after me because you know the whole thing about this corona is a very serious thing, but we want to say the Rona ain't gonna get us down.
There you go.
We've got to fight this.
Yeah, we find ourselves obviously in a real different kind of situation, and we have to make a way as best we can, because it's real out here, and we know that people are, have suffered losses because of this.
Right. And we want you to look at our Facebook wall, and if you're watching this on television today, you may always wonder what we're talking about our wall, but that's what we're talking about. Go to Rocky and Chaveeah, and you will see on our Facebook wall, there was a very important meeting just yesterday that we shared on our wall, and we want you to go check that out. I mean, some key figures in the community were talking. Representative Ross Smith, Timmy Brown Powers, Dr. Nafisa Abunye, the mayor. And yes, the mayor, Marvin Spencer, was kind of like the moderator. Sheriff Tony Thompson, Vicki Brown, Bob Kressig, and who else? LaTanya Graves from the NAACP. So those were some very key figures in our community. Go watch that video. They talked about some really interesting topics with all that's going on, the coronavirus. And one thing we want to remind you of, because children and families are being together right now a lot more, and child abuse may be up a little bit.
Right, and so that's
so
something,
stress.
Yes, absolutely.
So Timmy Brown Powers encouraged everyone to keep an eye open in your neighborhood for any signs of that, whether you're a mandatory reporter or not. And
right
please
now,
contact DHS if you suspect any child is being abused.
Okay, excuse me for just 1 minute, because I had to make sure we're still on.
Oh, what, you don't see it on there?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we are.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so can you read the comments from there without
Since I'm here.
touching the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Valerie Hockey. Sticks Norman Corey says thanks for the birthday shout out. Keep on trailblazing for the Cedar Valley.
Hey.
Thank you so much. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you might have to scroll up, but I mean the tapping and waving.
Right. Let's see. Brandon's watching. He's on standby waiting for us.
Brandon
Yeah.
Powers?
Yes. No, Brandon Ross.
Oh, Brandon. Okay. Yeah. Great. We're going to be talking to him real soon. And we want to ask the question today. For our question of the day is, are you wearing a mask? Please say yes or no. And my bestie, one of my besties, I got about 5, y'all, but she's a good one.
A good bestie.
One of my best good friends makes these along with Joyce Ann Wilder. And Chaveeah, thank you so much for my mask.
You're welcome.
So this might be what you see me looking like next time.
There you go.
Yeah, so, and Chaveeah has 2 different kinds, and I'm thinking Joyce has done the same with the strings, or you can have the rubber bands and practice social distancing. We want to know if you're wearing a mask and where you're wearing your mask to. The grocery store.
And
Also,
understand, one thing you need to understand about these cloth masks is they're not regulation like you would for hospital people. However, they help to cut down transmission as far as we're already dealing with maintaining social distance. So if we're doing that and wearing a mask, those necessary places that we have to go, like to the grocery store or whatever necessary place we have to go, just because this thing is no joke.
Absolutely no joke. And if you're thinking that you're overthinking it, then you're doing the right thing. So even if I've heard some people saying, "Oh, folks getting carried away," that's all right. You know what? Because I'm trying to be here for a minute, and I'm not trying to contract coronavirus by happenstance. I'm going to be diligent and do what they recommend. Okay, so shout out to our crew. Well, first of all, what about Mersum's Kitchen and E&A Motors for providing those meals?
Right, absolutely. They provided 160 free hot meals to folks who needed them, and that was on Thursday. That was yesterday.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Okay, well, thank you to them. And there's so many people doing so many wonderful things. And first of all, we got to shout out to those healthcare workers.
Yes.
The Amazon workers.
Yes.
The pharmacy workers.
Yeah, everyone basically that has to be out there, regardless of what they're saying about shelter in place, stay at home. Yes, we already know that is what's probably most primary for everyone to be doing. But when you absolutely have to get out there to take care of business,
right?
Shout out.
Yes.
You have to recognize that.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so we want to go ahead and call Brandon right now. We're going to talk to our guest, Brandon Ross, here in just a minute. And in the meantime, while she's connecting with him, maybe you should call him from your own personal page, not Rocky Chaveeah.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know either one. But while she's calling Brandon for our interview today, this young man has been doing quite a bit. He's gone to he went to UNI and graduated and started working right here in the community. So we want to contact him and also try this new idea out of the video chat while we're live. So while she's doing that, we want to go ahead and shout out our crew, Ed and Agnes. We love you, Zion. Lori Dale, we got to shout out to our girls, Chaveeah.
Okay, yes, absolutely. And hey, there
Lori
he
Dale,
is.
Gwen Berry,
Hey.
all of you guys. We want to make sure that we say hi to you.
And we have Brandon.
Okay, and our little birdhouse. Remember, we were going to stand that up and put the phone up against that. Hi, Brandon. Bear with us. Okay, so this is kind of what we thought we'd do today, you guys. And next week we're going to try this again with our guest who's going to be Big Q. All right, let me make this a little bit more skinny so I can hold on to it. Hey, Brandon. Oh, my, look at there. You got a little friend there. Who do we have?
Oh, I got my partner.
You got your partner, huh? All right. Well, listen, we want to ask you, Brandon, how are you handling this confinement?
First and foremost, I want to say it's something to be. It's different, and I'm going to say that I know it's easy to just take it lightly, but I'm not taking it lightly because it's just, in my mind, I'm thinking of it as like a real big flu season.
Yes. Oh, we lost connection. And, today the connection isn't the best. Oh, my. Well, we're going to have to, let's see. Anyway, Brandon was going to do an interview, but we definitely got to get another way to get that done. Let's see. You want to call him back? I think you could try it and see if you could talk to him, and maybe we'll just interview him another time. Okay, let me see if I can get you back in the shot.
Lose our connection.
Okay, Chaveeah, just bring it up this way.
Okay.
Okay, we have dead spots in my house. Yes. I'm so sorry. There you go. There's a glare. Okay, so Brandon, tell us about what you do. What do you do for a living, and how long have you been off work?
I've been working for the Waterloo schools since 2012. I'm started off with many positions, but right now I'm an admin support at Hoover Middle School. I've been working for the district for 7 years.
Wow.
And we've been off since, I believe, March 13th. So it's been it's been off for quite a while.
Yes, it's a restless time. And what would you tell your students that are at home right now that might be watching today? What do you want to tell them to do while we're having this downtime? Do you have any encouraging words for them as young people?
To be fortunate enough to work in the school field, people may think outside looking in that we're not, we got a lot of free time and we're just off. I've never been the stay-at-home type of person and work from the home in, but that's my first experience. So
yes,
there's a lot of people behind the scenes and people working behind the scenes to kind of chart this new territory that we're in.
Yes.
So my advice for them would be, stay constructive, keep your mind, and enjoy this time with your family, your loved ones, and keep your mind sharp, and just don't fall yourself on idle time. And I know it's easy to get surfing on the net and doing things like that, but keep your mind sharp. And so I would say encourage them to stay in a learning environment.
That's great advice, Brandon. And thank you so much. And thank you so much for going along with us in this new way and of communicating. We're all trying to be safe. And we can't wait to have you on the show in person. Go ahead.
Okay, one more. I want to give a big shout out to Mickey Johnson.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And I want to say, man, he's a great individual. I can remember countless times I was in his office and he was shaking me up to be where I'm at today. So I appreciate what he's done for the community and you guys as well, what you guys are doing for the community.
Oh, Brandon.
Big shout out to him and everybody that's making Waterloo great and making it look a special place. So I appreciate all the hard work everybody's doing for the city.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Watch the video on our wall of all those city leaders that came together yesterday too. And thank you for all you do for our young people, Brandon.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you soon. All right, Chaveeah.
Right here.
What's that?
I said this is real social distancing. We're communicating and we're still being effective.
It's crazy. We have to be creative. Thank you so much. All right. Well, thank you guys for putting up with that interview. That it went quite well, actually, compared to what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Yes. And Chaveeah, while we're saying goodbye to Brandon, we want to just say hello to our viewers. Thank you so much. We know this is a very captive audience because y'all ain't got nothing else to do. And we decided to get up and put some clothes on and try to act like we are having a normal life, even though this is anything.
And put on for our city in the best way we know how.
Right, even though this is nowhere close to normal. Mm-hmm. But we're thankful to have you watching. And Chaveeah, maybe you could pull up Facebook again and maybe you could read any comments.
And on that note of what Brandon had said about social distancing and stuff like that, Sherry Roberts, shout out Sherry.
Oh,
she
hey,
made
Sherry.
a really, really good point about we don't need to practice social distance.
Yes.
We need to practice physical distance.
Physical distance. Social media is a good thing, as we can see with you all joining us today. Thank you so very much.
Socially we need to connect as much as we can in these kind of times, since we can't always be physically close to each other.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Okay, so we had a question yesterday, and that was, what have you been doing to handle this cabin fever?
Yeah.
We had a lot of people that chimed in and let us know what they did yesterday, and I'm sure there's some today, but we may not be all the way caught up.
Right.
But we had Terry Sayers, Gloria Galloway, and Leela Granger said they were all working from home.
Yep. And Ed Stouffer, Loretta Caston, Lakenia Hargrove, Kim Ryder, and Daniel Zilk, they're all working from work. Oh. There are some essential workers, and so they have to be out there.
Right. Yeah. Yes. And I know our good friend, what's his name? Alvarez? Meeks.
Yes. I know.
Is that his name? That's not his name. But anyway, Albert Arnaz. He's working at Tyson. So some of those factories are still out there working. Thank you to the factory workers and all the people that are out there, with this uncharted territory.
Because and another thing we have to consider as far as where we live, this is the heartland. This is part of America's breadbasket. So a lot of people that work have things to do with the food supply chain, transporting stuff from here to there, and they have to be out there, and we appreciate that they are.
Right. And shout out to Daniel. He's one of our favorite people. He is a colon cancer survivor, and last month we had to kind of cancel him because we didn't know what to do. But we're going to be having more remote interviews, as well as some interesting concepts in outdoors situations that we're going to social distance and physical distance.
Hopefully we'll work more of the kinks out as we go along too.
Right. Sharita Stokes, Tammy Eaton said they have, what are they doing, Chaveeah?
They are teaching remotely.
Okay.
Sharita basically says she's spending time supporting students and frustrated parents, because this is a whole new way of being and way of doing things that we all need to get used to.
Right. Lindy Hammond flew a kite.
Yes.
I loved it.
That was really cool.
My dad used to have fly kites with me when I was a kid. He used to do it with the grandchildren. So flying a kite, I love that.
Yep. And Joyce Ann Wilder and Betty Tovar are making masks for hospitals. There's a big demand if people have time and resources to be able to do that, just to sort of cover that gap for whatever shortfall that there might be.
And remember, they say you can use anything, even a bandana, but we ain't going out like that. Ain't nobody gonna wear no bandana, so you better find Joyce Ann Wilder on Facebook, or I think, Chaveeah, are you making them for money?
No, actually,
she just did this for me because we're friends. But find somebody that's making them. LaShonda Ferguson Fielder will also have her information. She's selling them, the ones that have the filters and washable.
Yes.
She's selling those 2 for $17. So I'll make sure to have her information. And Joyce Ann also said that she was going to the refrigerator to see if anything changed. That's another thing a lot of us have been doing, going back and forth. And as soon as I said that, she said that, I said, I better go check myself. I've been eating a lot.
Oh, yeah, that's been one of my favorite trips for sure.
Yeah. And then we're going to take some comments here, Chaveeah, if you're ready. And then while you're looking, I'm going to talk about Jay Burt. Said he's using this opportunity to eliminate the social distance between humanity and God. And that's Reverend Jay Burt. Yes. And that's very, very true also. Chastity, my daughter, who's a pastor at Harvest Vineyard, she and her husband wanted me to tell people that this is a great time to get connected with your spirituality. And she encouraged me to pass on the word. See, I wasn't called to spread the word and make fishers of men. Chas was. But I'm telling you what Chastity said. Read Matthew chapter 24. And that's what they'll be studying. And no comments?
Nope. I mean, there are comments, I'm sure, but I'm just not getting them.
Okay, so, just make sure that you study Matthew 24 and look for Breon. I think he's going to be live tonight, and he's going to be talking about these are some kind of pains that we're having that are prelude to the end of times. And a lot of people are questioning their faith, wondering what God is trying to say. And if this is you, you might want to read Matthew 24 and join them on Breon's wall tonight on Facebook.
See, now, as we are calling, when we're asking you questions about what you're doing and we're calling it Corona Chronicles, I have to shout out a dear friend of mine in Chicago named Kenneth Blanks, who first introduced that idea. He said, hey, you should write some things down, write how it makes you feel, what things you see happening and stuff like that. And that really made it plain to me that whatever we think about this, we're having a collective experience, but we also have an individual experience.
Right, and we like to encourage you to write down what happens every day, because years from now, somebody will pick it up and know your experience and what you've been through. I know you got a whole new situation at your house of things people have to do. Yeah. I know we had you come in the back door here today. You can't come in the house. So, we got things that we're trying to do, and Corona Chronicles is a great way. I have a little book and I'm jotting down things every day. I know you're more
just a couple of lines every day. Like maybe something strikes you as strange, maybe something strikes you as funny in the midst of all this craziness going on, or something really gets your attention. Okay. Just write a couple of notes and call that your Corona Chronicles, because there is going to come a time when we can look back on this with different eyes.
Right. Yeah. And why don't you talk about the
Soul Town?
Talk about it, Chaveeah.
Oh, yeah. We got to talk about Soul Town. Every edition is just absolutely wonderful.
Absolutely.
And I know everybody who spent their time reading one can attest to that. This is the latest version, and the cover subject is a young lady named Cassie Betts, and it says she's a sassy survivor, and yes, that she is. You need to get this to read this young woman's story, just how many things she's overcome in her life, and how fantastic she is right now as far as how things are going with her. She is a woman in technology. She does coding. She does all kinds of great stuff. And she initially was interested in coding so that she could learn how to make Vanna White's dress be a different color on the video.
On her screen. Okay, cool. Well, that's great. And what's her name?
Cassie Betts.
Cassie Betts, and that's in the current Soul Town, which was started by Cherie Kaba. Yes. And enough about Cherie, enough about Cassie Betts. What about us?
What about us?
We have our very own show called Ms. Rock and Chaveeah Live North End Update. And if you get the digital version at thesoultown.com, you can actually press play.
Yes, there's a feature called Press Play, and you see
and you can watch our show. Yes. Hey, Robbie. Okay, I'm going to read some of these comments because you know what? I never ever. Wow, we got lots of viewers today.
That's great.
And thank you for joining.
We
lots
love
of
and
people.
Appreciate you all for keeping up with us, because Yeah, this is way different.
It is. And Heather Robinson, we want to say thank you to you. We love you. And Heather just started kind of hanging out with us lately, sending jokes and having fun. Valerie Hockey, we love you. Thank you for watching. Sticks Norman Corey has a comment. Thank you for the birthday shout out. Oh, you already said that one, Chaveeah. Not going to take too much time. Chastity said, you guys look great. Bless you, Chastity. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
And she says, thanks for keeping us informed. And she's not at home. Heather's not at home. Okay, LaShonda Ferguson Felder makes them. Travis is watching. Hi, Travis. I said I wasn't going to say that. Okay, hey, y'all looking good. Thank you. Sitter of the phone. His face is... Oh, Chastity the director in her is coming out. All right, we want to make sure we get all kinds of video. What a great video, Brandon Ross. Thank you, Travis. And we want to make sure that... Hi, Dave. And I miss you, too. We got a shout out to our girls, Chaveeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Robbie Carter is considered an essential worker.
Yes, I know.
Valerie Hockey's working from home. Thank you so much. And Audrey is watching. And they asked us to be their MCs in August, Chaveeah. So we are doing so much. And thanks for bearing with us. Chaveeah's phone's not cooperating.
No, it's not. I told y'all about my phone last week, but we ain't going to talk about that.
We should still try while we're while we're talking. Okay, so we're just about to our birthday part, and because that way we won't have to get up again. Submit your children what? Can submit your children. I don't know what that note meant, but I be scribbling stuff all over the place. Submit your children. Just remember that.
Right. For some kind of reason. Mm-hmm.
Okay, are we all the way to the birthdays?
It sure looks like it to me.
Oh, you birthday people, you will not be disappointed because we're going to really sing. We always sing, but today, because, we're going through all this, and where's my wine?
Yes.
We're going to sing a real happy birthday. We might sing 2 choruses.
Me. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Why not? It's Friday.
Hey.
I lost track of the days.
I know. Isn't that something? Yeah.
This is the strangest thing I've experienced in my some odd years.
Yeah.
So, let's just all stick together, do what you can for each other.
Absolutely.
All right. Our birthdays, Chaveeah.
Mm-hmm. Audrey Wallakin Green, happy birthday. Ron Nesby. Patricia Saffold. Brandon Powers. Quaylen Phillips, happy birthday. Carl Hamer, Justin Brandt, and Jalen Young.
Right. My homie, Carl Hamer. We used to be Hickey Hamer in grade school.
Oh, really?
I grew up with Carl Hamer, David Schultz, Kent Turner, all y'all, Randy Abbott. You know what I'm talking about, you people that grew up with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have Joanne Stovall, Sticks, Norman Corey, hey Brenda,
hey,
Angie Weekly, Julius Gillum,
hey, Juju,
Tracy Shannon, Wilhelmina Hines, Henderson, Tim Bakula,
yes,
and Mike Hollingsworth.
Yes, happy birthday, everyone.
Yes, and before we sing, I had another announcement that slipped my mind, so let's just sing. Okay. I know what it was now, though, so we want to remind people to put their stuff on our wall. Okay. Yes. So, we like to sing the Stevie Wonder version, Chaveeah.
Yes, we do.
Why don't you try soprano this time, and I'll be my regular self.
Okay.
For real? You know how to
do that? No, not for real.
Okay. We're going to sing the Stevie Wonder version. And, Lisa Berry, it goes something like this. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Uh-oh. Oh, scared you. Happy birthday, everybody.
Happy birthday. Happy
Okay, that's enough of that.
I was just really getting into it.
Yeah, and I can't go no lower or no higher. So
okay,
happy birthday.
I can't do it without you, Chaveeah. Okay, so if you didn't notice, our show is just about over, but we're having so much fun. Then now what? We gotta self-isolate again.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I got all dressed up. Where's my wine? I gotta have my,
That's
I
right.
got all dressed up. Chaveeah stopped by. We sitting outside.
Mm-hmm. Cold.
It might not look like it's cold out here, but it's cold. Yep. So what we do want to remind people, though, is if you've noticed, Jeffrey read his book on our wall.
Yes, we were really, really serious about that. This is how we can connect. And so if you have a talent that you have, if you're a singer, if you are
a dancer,
thank you, spoken word, musician, whatever, please feel free to post a brief video of you doing your thing on the North End Update page.
Right.
Yes.
And Chaveeah, we almost forgot our drawings. Seriously?
Oh,
I want to thank everybody for watching the video of me reading my children's book called Travis, It's Not Your Birthday. If you haven't seen it, go to our wall and find it. Just keep scrolling till you find what you want. There's something on there for everyone. So we want you to know that that's what you're going to win. A copy of Travis, It's Not Your Birthday.
Hey.
Speaking of Travis, we haven't been doing sponsors lately, but next month, at the middle of this month actually, we're going to start doing our sponsors again. So you'll be hearing a lot more about Travis Ferguson Real Estate, UniQ, EOC, and all of our regular supporters. But we just kind of took a break for that right now. But we do want to shout out to Travis Ferguson, though. It's an exception for him.
So let's
have our drum roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
This drawing is from all the people that answered our question about, what was the question? Oh, what you did yesterday.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, so we got all the names from all the people that commented. It took me half the night. You ready?
Ready. And the winner
is Cammie Scully.
Cammie Scully, all right.
Yes, congratulations, Cammie Scully, for winning a copy of Travis, It's Not Your Birthday. And there's another educator that I'm going to be sending a book out to.
Okay.
So I think her name is Monique or something like that.
Oh, okay.
All right. So thank you, Cammie. Inbox us your address, and we'll be sending you a copy of that children's book.
All right. And yes, it's about that time.
Until next time,
keep doing what makes you awesome.
Do a whole lot of it right now.
Indeed.
We need to. We can't even toast.
I know. But keep doing it, y'all, because it makes us
all look good. See you next time.
See you next time.
Don't put your glass back on.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just going to drink.
Just have a sip. There you go. Well, thank you guys again. Yeah, Bob was on that. I'm waving at everybody. We're almost going to say goodbye. Wave, Chaveeah. Bob Kressig was in that informational meeting last night. I hope everyone goes to our wall and watches that discussion. I think there are going to be more. So, somebody's pushing the laugh button because they're laughing at you slurping on that wine.
I was gonna say,
why are you drinking that wine?
I'm just gonna let everybody see me. Just pretend I'm in the club, hey?
No, you're not in no.
No.
In
the garden, just about.
That's where you are, in the garden.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. We're gonna say goodbye, Chaveeah.
Bye.
All right. Thanks for coming over, Chaveeah.
Hey, it's always a blast.
I'm just waving at everybody. Okay. Somebody's laughing again. Who is that? That's probably Lori or something. Who is that?
Agnes is going. Please,
Agnes, right? I know
edit all of this out.
Agnes will be editing. See, we're really still live. I'm waving at everybody. So anyway, everybody, what else you want to say while I'm just having too much fun? I don't want Chaveeah to go home because I'm going to be so lonely. Then I gotta put my robe back on and wander around the house.
And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay. Oh, it's Lodale. She's laughing at me. Laura, you got company. Zion is probably a lot of fun. Anyway, we will talk on Messenger, folks.